Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a custom skin for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Like if you wanted to upload one to the workshop or something. I'll have a link to this Google site in the description. And it has like all the weapon skins and stuff. So like if you wanted to do a Negev, where is it? Negev, here we go. You just click like the little download thing, and then you download it. See, I don't have this downloaded, so you'll know this is like real crap right here. So yeah. The only thing I've done so far is an M4A4, but I know how to do it, and it is actually very fun, and I like it. So you open it up in this thing, a thing, and then the things that you need are just these two. You don't need the Photoshop file, but just put it in the folder or the place you want to put it, and then extract it there, and then you don't need Google for the rest of that. And then you want to open up Photoshop, and you want to open the object file, so negative object, and OK. And then you want to zoom in, not zoom out, you want to zoom in until where you can see it fine, so like that. And then under 3D you go to infinite light, and you want to change it to blue lights, and then you want to click on the light, and then you want to change the color to white for all three of these, so the lighting isn't all weird. And there's one at the bottom. And then under SMD import you click material, and then right to the right of diffuse, this little page thing, you want to click replace texture, and then you want to get the Negev or whatever TGA file when you want to open it. And then for right now it's gonna be like all pixely until like you move it, then it won't be like really pixely. It's just a weird thing. I don't know why that happens, but it's a thing. And then to actually edit the texture, you go back to here to the right, and then you click edit texture. And then so like, let's say you wanted to edit the mag or something. I usually just use the polygon tool, and it doesn't really matter if you go into the black because that won't affect the skin. But you want to like outline it, and then you want to right click and click new layer, so in case you do something wrong, then you can just go to that layer and just like delete the layer, and then everything will be fine. But you just want to like pick your color or whatever you want to do, and then like let's say you want to color it in, and then since this is, if you want to do it to where it's a certain layer, like where you're coloring in, it's only on that specific layer, then you want to click a new layer and then create a clipping mask, and then like it will be like this, and then you can just, or wait, no, I should switch it to blue so you can see, and then it will only color in that part of the layer that you're doing. And then so like, let's say we want like stripes on it, you can just do that, blah blah blah. Oops, didn't close up there. And then we can go back to the object file, and then that doesn't really matter, and then you can just click this and then move it around, and you'll see that it's like red and blue or whatever you did. And then what you want to do is you want to go to file, you want to do save as, and then instead of doing a PSB you want to do a .tga, and then you want to go to the folder or whatever you were doing. and then dump it in there. And then I usually just do this for the object file too. Well, no I don't, never mind. I wasn't being smart. But then you don't really need Photoshop at this point, so you can close that out. But the next thing you'll need, which I will also have a link in the description, is VTF Edit. And then what you want to do for this is you want to import your TGA file that you just saved. And then you can just use the default stuff, it doesn't really matter. And then it'll take a little bit to load up. Alright, and then you want to save as, and then I'll just go to, oh wait, no, it's already here. So I'll just say like Negev, and then save it, and then you can close out of VTF Edit, and then you want to go to Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And then what you want to do is you want to go to Options, Game Settings, and enable Developer Console. You want to make it yes. And then you just click the key right under your escape key, and then you type in workshop underscore workbench, and then click enter. And then right here you want to click the down arrow and click whatever gun you're doing, and since I was doing Negev, I click Negev. And then up here on the down arrow you click custom paint job, and then you want to choose your pattern, which is practically your skin. And then you just go to the folder that the skin is under, and you want to click the VTF. And then you want to make the X offset 0, the Y offset 0, rotation 0, and wear factory new. And then you also want to click ignore weapon size scale and only first material. And then you can see your skin is right there, and it's all perfect and amazing and coolio. And then what you want to do whenever you got your skin and everything and the workbench and stuff is you want to do save as, and then I usually just save this in the folder where I have all the files and stuff, but you don't have to. You can just save it in the folder that it automatically comes up as. And then you want to click submit, and then like I'll just say Negev red/blue mag, and then is cool. And then actually no, wait a minute. And then I'm just gonna get a screenshot of this really quick. And then to see I got a screenshot, I can just go to view screenshots and upload this really quickly. Cause you need like a thumbnail thing. Then you go to submit Negev red/blue mag, red/blue mag. And then you wanna, that should automatically come up, and the VTF should automatically come up. And then for the TJ you wanna go back to the folder where you saved it in, and then you just wanna plop that in there, and then you want to get a preview image, and then so wait, common, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CSGO, screenshots, whatever. I'll just get a random thing then, a random picture. Pictures. Here we go. And then you want to do I have read the workshop FAQ and accept the terms of Steam Workshop contribution agreement, and then you want to click publish, and then you want to type in I understand, and that just means that like if you're using any copyrighted material or anything, you could get banned from Steam or Steam Workshop, which if you aren't using any copyrighted material you shouldn't worry about it. But yeah, that's how you make a CSGO skin. Bye bye. I hope that helped. Yeah. Bye.